the thing that struck me the most was, you know, the strength of Jane's character and how, yeah, despite everything that had happened to her throughout her life, she really, instead of letting that sort of you know, wound her or her become, you know, a damaged character, she kind of became stronger. And the other thing about Jane is that she's just timeless. You get the sense that if she was to live in our society today, she'd just thrive. And she's so tough and strong and complex. I always feel like the costumes are sort of the last piece of the puzzle. It always makes you, you know, really transforms you and gives you, it's like stepping into their skin and you really feel the character. And of course it really helps with that, of course. I mean, despite how painful it is, it really helps you sort of feel the constriction and the repression that women had to deal with in that time. Michael is incredible. He kind of constantly surprised me on set, and I was so excited to see what he was going to do and how he was going to do it. And he has like this incredible strength that sort of comes through. Just his eyes are so piercing, and it was amazing to act opposite him and just completely believe him. And also then we have a very similar way of working, so it's always fun to have somebody who you can have fun with in between scenes and to balance out the intensity of some of the, you know, the material that we were working with. But yeah, he's amazing. I was so excited about working with Judy. I mean, she's such a legend in the film world, and so to be able to see how she works was really cool. And also just her work ethic and how wonderful she is and lovely and friendly to everybody and really giving and kind. And yeah, just to watch her process and how you know, she's such a pro at it, and you can tell that because she just instantly clicks into it, and it looks so seamless and easy, and that's really cool. It's such a relevant story to young women, or to any, you know, to women everywhere and at any age. That it is primarily, I think, about self-respect and about finding yourself as an individual, and you know, doing what you have to do to be, you know, to find self-fulfillment as your own person and to respect yourself, which can be, you know, really hard when you're sort of when you're in love with somebody, and it would be easier to do, you know, to sort of take the easy way out. But you know, Jane always challenges herself and I think and sort of follows her gut feeling as well. Just sort of knows what's important for her to do, and as hard as it might be for her to do it, she does it.
The book is quite ambiguous as to who knows what in Thornfield Hall, you know, and I think it has that about it, that mystery about it. It's a very romantic mystery story. I think we probably do sympathise with her as a character, having had that terrible childhood, and you know, then suddenly she comes to this, well, it's actually a very beautiful place behind, but it's quite grim for her. And you know, that suddenly she's confronted with this strangely odd man, and the mystery of the house and how she survives it. I mean, she's a really romantic heroine. The whole business of being given wonderful corsets and things to wear is very helpful. So you have to, you know, I couldn't possibly slouch in my chair now. I don't have the option. So all that's good, and once that help is given to you, you know, it's the way you move, it's the way you, you just move about the house, and the way you would sit or stand or go upstairs or downstairs. He's very refreshing, very, quite anarchic, which is exciting and good to work with. And he's very, very gentle on the set. And he also has a great sense of humour. And I actually don't want to work with anybody who hasn't got that. So you work very, very hard, but if somebody has a great sense of humour anyway, you have great returns for it.
She's full of contradictions, really. She's full of this hate And it's because, well, there's so many reasons, but anger comes from fear and hate and feeling incredibly threatened by this little girl she can't feel any love to.